Gets me in all the feels. Thank you, Tim, for those very kind and heartfelt words. They really do mean a lot. And little did I know when we first ran back in 2017 that it would lead me to gaining, in addition to everything else that I've gained, such a good friend. And it really does mean a lot. You're someone whose advice and counsel I come to again and again. It's always solid. You've always steered me right. And I will say I've also come to rely upon the Mediterranean pizza at Elm House of Pizza with the cauliflower crust. If you haven't had it, it's become a permanent part of my body chemistry at this point, I think. And Sandra, thank you for hosting us here tonight, for your kind words, your generosity. It means so much. And thank you for all of your work here in the Center City, but especially for your leadership of the Board of Directors at NeighborWorks Southern New Hampshire, which will always hold a special place in my heart. And finally, thank you to all of you for being here tonight. To see so many friends and neighbors is humbling. It really is, and heartwarming. If by chance we haven't met, my name is Will Stewart, and I'm here today to announce my candidacy for Mayor of Manchester. Thank you. Now, if you had told me when I first moved to Manchester that I would be standing here announcing my candidacy for mayor, I don't think I would have believed you. But from the moment I arrived here as a reporter for The Hippo back in 2004, I found Manchester to be a special place, an authentic place that speaks to me and still today speaks to me. And the people of Manchester made me feel welcome, even if I wasn't from here, though I like to say I did get here just as fast as I could. And we know this about Manchester. We've always been an immigrant city and an industrious city, a place that has taken in newcomers from near and far. And together we've built great things. That's who we are, and that's what we do. At every professional stop that I've had since my arrival here in Manchester, the impression of the city has only been reinforced. It was reinforced during my time at NeighborWorks Southern New Hampshire, where as a community organizer, I helped neighbors take on slumlords on the west side, and as Sandra mentioned, started an after-school tutoring program just right across the street here in the Center City. Next, as Vice President of Economic Development at the Greater Manchester Chamber, I got to know and understand the city's business community and what Manchester needs to thrive economically. And likewise, as the President of the Greater Londonderry Chamber of Commerce, I came to more fully appreciate just how important regional collaboration is when it comes to economic development. For the past 5.5 years, as the Executive Director of Stay Work Play New Hampshire, I have learned and seen success in what it takes to attract and retain the talent we need. And Manchester's future is, to a very large degree, dependent on just how well we're able to do that. In my community efforts as well, I've come to know Manchester as a very special place, where I found friendship and camaraderie with people who love Manchester like I do, and who invest their time, their energy, and their resources to making it better. I saw this while leading the Oak Park Neighborhood Watch Group to help keep my neighborhood safe from crime, while co-founding and leading Bike Manchester to advocate for better bike infrastructure across the city. I saw it as a board member for the Friends of Wagner Memorial Park and the Friends of Stark Park, and as a member of the Manchester Transit Authority Board of Commissioners. And in 2017, this love of Manchester and my wanting to make an even bigger positive impact here in the city led me to run for alderman in Ward 2. And I have to say, this experience has been incredibly rewarding for me. Being an alderman has given me an opportunity to work with my neighbors and partners throughout the city to improve our parks, to upgrade our infrastructure, to make our streets safer, and to improve people's quality of life. Most of the time, this work wasn't flashy, and the changes we made definitely did not happen overnight. But what I've seen up close by serving as alderman is that working with passionate people, with patience and persistence on things that matter, has helped Ward 2 and Manchester as a whole better meet its potential. Potential. That is a word I've heard a lot of times, in my years here in Manchester, and I bet it's you've heard some variation of it too. Of this, Manchester has so much potential. I don't disagree. It most certainly does. I believe that Manchester has a ton of potential, but I've been hearing it for more than 18 years now, and I'm still hearing about it. And I'm running for mayor to help turn that potential into reality. But let me be clear, we face a lot of difficult challenges right now. Homelessness is arguably the most pressing issue at present facing the city. Not unrelated to that challenge, we've got a severe housing shortage and rapidly rising rents and home prices, which impacts both families and businesses. And on top of this, we have challenges in public safety, education, and economic development. And underlying all and intersectional with all of these issues is structural racism, which we cannot forget. We like to say that our diversity makes us stronger, and that's true, it does. But despite our many cultures and the many languages spoken here in Manchester, we as a city have not truly leaned into this diversity and the strength that it can ultimately provide us. Nor have we done the work necessary to ensure that the zip code in which you live will often determine everything from how much money you make to how long you live. Now, these challenges don't have easy solutions. Not homelessness, not housing affordability, not public safety, education, or economic development, and certainly not structural racism. But as your mayor, I'm going to approach these items and these issues the best way I know how. First, I'm going to listen. Some of you who know me well or have observed me at aldermanic meetings might be thinking, well, yeah, that's obvious. I know I can be quiet at some of those meetings. Tim and I used to joke about that often, who was the most quiet alderman on the board. But in my experience, if you want to understand a complex problem, and the kinds of problems that we're facing are very complex, you have to listen to the people being impacted by the issues, and you have to listen to the people who are experts on those issues. You really have to understand what's going on and why. Next, I'm going to bring people together. I understand that the way we solve these thorny problems is together. We've got to leave ideology aside and bring people together to get all the ideas out on the table. We've got to collaborate and build consensus about how we can move forward together. But all of the listening, all of the convening in the world isn't going to do us one bit of good unless we act. We have to take action on solving these challenges, even though there are no guarantees that everything we do will work. We've got to be smart about our actions, yes, but we also have to be bold. Ultimately, I am focused on solving problems. And at the risk of bragging, I think I've proven that I'm pretty good at it. Through listening, convening, and taking action, I led an effort, as Tim mentioned, that tamed the neighborhood highways, as we called them, that were Beach and Maple Streets north of Bridge, reducing speeds and cutting the number of crashes in half. And in working with the business community, I secured donations from the private and nonprofit sectors to fund upgrades to city parks and increase pedestrian safety for students walking to and from school. Working with housing advocates, I led the effort to make it a little bit easier for homeowners to construct accessory dwelling units to help put just a small dent in the city's housing affordability crisis. Now, these are just a few examples, but they showcase what is possible when you truly listen to the people impacted by an issue, when you bring together all of the stakeholders and you take action. That's my approach to leadership, to solving problems and to delivering results. I listen, I learn, and I act. I like to say there isn't a Republican way to pick up the trash or a Democratic way to plow the streets. The challenges we face here at the city level are not ideological, they're not partisan, but they do require a leader who knows how to get things done. And that's what I think most people in Manchester are looking for in their mayor, someone who can get things done, someone who will take the time to listen, who has the humility to learn, and ultimately will be decisive and assertive and act. That, to me, is leadership. My vision for Manchester is that it's a city that more people want to move to and not from. It's a city that's proud of itself, that's proud of its great schools, its safe streets, its vibrant culture, its strong neighborhoods, its innovative businesses, and its rich diversity. My son Zeke is a student at Hillside Middle School, and when I think about my vision for Manchester, I think about it for myself, yes, in my adopted hometown, and for all the people that I've gotten to know who care about Manchester so much. But I think about it especially for him. I'm motivated to work toward that vision because I want it to be a reality for him and for all of his friends and classmates. I don't want Manchester to be a place that they grow up and say they're from. I want Manchester to be a place that they are proud to call home, that we're all proud to call home. And that's why I stand before you today. I'm running for mayor because I know that vision is attainable. I'm proud of Manchester. I believe in Manchester. And I believe that together we can do big things. We can turn that potential into the greatness that we all know is possible. Of course, tonight is just the beginning. As we move into this next phase of the campaign, I ask for your support. As Tim mentioned, it's going to be all hands on deck. My approach, I should say, to campaigning is much like my approach to leading. It's a true team effort, and collaboration is key. At the registration table, right over here, we have multiple ways where you can sign up to help and be part of this campaign. Whether you'd like to knock on doors and talk to your neighbors, to make calls, to put up a yard sign, to host a house party or help with campaign logistics, spread the word on social media, or make a donation to the campaign, there's a place for everyone on the team, and I would very much value your support. I also ask everyone here tonight to make sure you're signed up for our email list so we can keep you posted on upcoming events like listening sessions that we'll hold in every ward this spring. The first one being right here at Don Quixote. Thank you again, Sandra. And at these sessions, I will be talking a little bit more about my vision for Manchester, but as the name implies, they're listening sessions. I want to listen, and I want to know what all of your visions for Manchester are as well. So, enough from me. I appreciate all of you being here tonight. Let's go eat some empanadas. Thank you, everyone.